Hmm? No, no. I'm fine, you oversized doorstop. Just a bit tired is all. Road weary, bone weary, brain weary. Must just be worn out from trying to keep up with those stilts you call legs, Paladin. You fret about nothing, you know. I'm joking. Lighten up, Grumpy Greaves. Always so serious. Life deserves a bit of levity now and then. The winter is on its way out. The snow and ice are melting away to make the rivers rush. Spring and the warmer weather are creeping back in, so my bones no longer feel like shards of ice. And you, I honestly have no idea how you don't freeze to death covered in all that clanking metal. Warmer underlayers beneath it, you say? Obviously, as if I haven't helped you out of that armor more than once. Occasionally for my own selfish reasons. What? Oh, nothing. I may not be a master at reading maps, but yes. We should be getting to the cathedral before nightfall if we keep up this pace. We'll have to stop off for something to eat before we meet up with the cleric. Why fill our bellies first? Because nobody ever makes good decisions on an empty stomach. I know you're eager to get your memories back, but give a hungry, helpful girl a break, eh? And besides, being around places of worship makes me antsy at best. You are full of questions today. You seem to forget constantly that my father is a demon, because my red skin, horns, and spiked tail apparently aren't a dead giveaway that I'm part archfiend. That's right. I'd be royalty if I wanted to stay stuffed in a plane where the air itself reeks of sulfur and the ambient heat is so excessive it would crisp, blacken, and peel your flesh like a roast accidentally dropped into the coals. No, I'm not telling you which ruler my father is. Didn't I tell you forever ago that he was an uncaring prick? Way back when we first met, which feels like a lifetime ago some days. Besides, O holiest and most pious paladin, your pristine, blessed brain doesn't need to dwell on such infernal things. Might go corrupting things up there that have no business getting dirty. But now you know why I bitch so much about the cold temperature, especially in a water-deep winter. But even with my genetic predisposition for warmer climes, I'd rather be topside and breathing wet, frosty, fresh air than back on the plane I spent the first portion of my life. Not enough coin in the world to make me go back there. Well, maybe the entire world's wealth would be enough. I might hate it there, but I'm not that big of a fool. Oh, the cleric? Yes, it is strange indeed that she's someone I've known for quite some time. Since childhood, actually. Atenara didn't judge me or treat me differently because of my appearance, as she herself is unconventional in appearance. Yes, she's about as human as I am. Atenara is an aasmiar. She has been mistaken for many other things by those who don't know her, but once you do know her, there's no mistaking her celestial roots. What in particular about her stands out? I mean, the brilliant iridescent green scales, the feathers in her silver hair, her eyes that are completely white, like staring into a fathomless pool of milk. She has a very commanding presence. If I wasn't on good terms with Atenara, I'd honestly be frightened as hell of her. How did we meet? The two of us ended up in a half-breed halfway house of sorts, I suppose, run by some half-elves and a half-orc. Being as other as we are, all of us being misfits made us into a family unit. The strangest of family units. As unusual as it may have been, our home was forever filled with a weird sense of acceptance, and, dare I say, more love than I ever knew from my birth father. Atenara is like a sister to me. You'll be in good hands with her, my friend. I'd trust her with my life. Not something I just throw around, as you know. And I'd rely on nobody else to tend and restore your memory to its former state. So you are nervous, after all. What could you possibly have to be nervous about? Even from gallivanting about with me, you're still blessed by Hieronius. You've nothing to worry about, holiest of hotties. Ooh, there's that blush again. Haven't seen that in a while. Have to say, I miss the way that ruddy color in your cheeks makes your eyes sparkle. Sorry. I'm teasing and laying it on a bit thick, aren't I? You know it's all in good fun, and I don't mean to. Oh, it doesn't make you uncomfortable? I'm glad, but I still feel I have to apologize. After today, things will be different. So I don't want to shove you away when you'll be... Never mind. Forget I said anything. Ooh, I can see buildings just up ahead. We must be near the village. Pick up the pace, Pally. Dinner's my treat this time, all right? There she is. Stay here for just a moment. Be right back. You remember what we discussed, right? How could I not? If I didn't already know you were insane, this would confirm it for me, Kessiah. You said it wouldn't be an issue, and I gave you more than enough time to... I didn't say that I hadn't obtained all the materials needed. I just wonder if you are truly making the best decision here. After all this time, are you certain? Once I complete this spell... I know, Atenara. I've thought about it, cried about it, raged and broken things I shouldn't. What I want isn't what's most important. It's what they need. And that's all that matters. As long as you are certain, Kessiah, I shan't bother asking you again. I wish I wasn't certain, but here we are, doing the morally correct thing. It's so off-brand for me that it hurts. You are the most noble and moral tiefling I've encountered. I'm probably the only damn tiefling you've encountered. Don't give me an ego, Atenara. Got tired of waiting, eh, Paladin? No matter. This is Atenara, the cleric who's going to give back that which you've lost.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Paladin. I've heard much about you in correspondences from Kessiah. My thanks to you for taking care of her. She can be a handful.
Yeah, let's get on with it already. We may have eaten not that long ago, but I can feel my stomach starting to rumble again.
As you wish, Kessiah. Are you ready, Paladin? Very well. Come to the altar with us. Stand in the center. Good. Now take a seat and just relax. This will be over quickly, and all will be restored.
A kiss for luck? Seriously? You are so damned insufferable. Nah. Fine. Clanking catastrophic pain in my ass. You don't need luck, you big dummy. It's not like she's going to stir your brains up like a stew or something. You'll be just fine. Tears? On me? Now you're hallucinating. Don't worry about it. Now, let Atenara do what she does best. Repair things that I somehow always manage to break.
Rise, Paladin. How do you feel? Do you recall what landed you in the Underdark? You were in the midst of a battle and struck with a teleportation spell. By a soldier on your side, you say? I see. They zapped you off the field to protect you. No, I've heard nothing of the fate of either force from that battle. It's far enough from here that I doubt we'd get wind of it unless the battles brought the war to our doorstep. Yes, you've quite a long journey to get back to your home, but you found your way here to be healed. The hardest part of your journey has ended, Paladin. Oh, your traveling companion? As far as I know, you had none with you. None who came this far, at least. Perhaps they're waiting for you at the... A woman, you say. What did she look like? That is odd. You can't quite recall, you say. Pity. No worries, brave knight. You must be weary after this journey. I am certain your companion will meet up with you soon enough. Would you like me to accompany you back to the town square at least, or can you find your way unaided? As you wish, then. Safe travels, Paladin.
If you're reading this, things went off without a hitch. I'm not sure how long the effects will last, but I have no doubt Atenara pulled it off. I told you that your memory would be in capable hands with her. You've got your memories back, which was always the primary objective, no matter how much I managed to dodge that and put it off. You and I had some good times together, Paladin. You might be wondering who I am, and why you had this letter stashed in the pocket of your tunic. I won't give you all of the details, or having me wiped from your memories would have been pointless. I hope you can forgive Atenara. She only did what I asked of her. With me being the creature that I am, I feel like my mere presence ran the risk of corrupting you, pulling you down into the abyssal darkness with me. You don't deserve that. And that aside, if there was even a chance that you might wholly reject me once you regained your memories, I wouldn't survive it. I'd rather you forget about me entirely than ever have you gaze upon me with anything worse than that mild disdain and annoyance I've truly come to love. The very idea of you wanting to smite me to uphold the laws of your profession, it pierces my heart like 100 daggers. In time, if anything of me remains within your memory, may it fade peacefully. I just couldn't walk away from you without saying goodbye. Somehow. Take care, Paladin. May your armor stay as firm and shiny as that glorious ass of yours. Love, Kay. Hey everyone, Randy here from Dark Child Audio. Thank you very much for listening to this fourth and final installment, for now at least, of the Kessiah and Paladin series. I have to say I am honestly surprised and astonished at how many views this series got, but I have to say that the writing is the part that I enjoy the most, honestly, even more so than the voice acting and sound design itself. So on that note, I hope that you aren't all feeling too terribly crushed by the way that our girl felt that she had to be on her way for the greater good, primarily the betterment of her paladin. It took me a while to finish this one up because, honestly, it kind of crushed my soul a little bit. You might have heard my voice get a little bit wiggly towards the end because I was genuinely trying not to cry. So, yeah, there's that. But I have to say that I know a lot of voice actors, narrators, however you want to classify us, storytellers, primarily get their scripts from other people so that they can just pump out audio after audio after audio because content consumption and insane content creation quantity is what the algorithm craves. However, I really enjoy the story crafting and world building portion of things, and I hope that you all enjoy it too. It seems like everybody is mostly engaged based on the story rather than anything else, which is awesome because as a writer, that's what I like to hear. So a little bit of other housekeeping stuff. As you all know, this channel is quite small for right now, so I am aiming for 500 subscribers as soon as possible so that I can communicate with you all through YouTube. Once you hit 500 subs, then you can get a community page so that I can throw up polls and ask you which audio you guys would like to see next. Get kind of a quantified idea of what you want, what you don't want, what you want right now, or you might just fall over and be aliven't. So I'm aiming for that, and I also have a Twitter account where you guys can just kind of watch me do the occasional shit post and just post updates and just interact with people in general. I also have a Ko-fi page if you would like to donate a little bit of money to keep this going, because let's be honest, if you're one of those dumb people like me who pays for the Adobe Creative Suite, it is way too much money every month. It's like $60 a month, which I've had no problem paying for, but if I had that off my plate, it would be a little bit less stress, so maybe more content more consistently. And in addition to that, I am starting to branch out into the occasional age-restricted audio. If that is something that you are interested in, I do have a Subscribestar page started with all the various tiers. Think of Subscribestar like Patreon, but expressly for 18+ content. And you can find other creators there as well that do everything from art to audio to reading stories they've crafted and what have you. So if you're interested, all the pertinent links for those things will be down below in the description box. And if you're not, I hope you'll choose to stick around and keep your eyes peeled for more audios. I do have more Dungeons and Dragons fantasy style RP audios coming, and the next audio down the pipeline is going to be the second installment in the Mafia Queen, Catgirl, and Bunny Boy listener series. So I hope you all stick around for that, and I hope that you take some time today to make sure you've had some water to drink and something to eat. And I hope that you get as much rest as you possibly can and take very good care of yourselves. Until next time, guys, take care.